Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Wizard28, and we are back for race number 9 of the 2019 WRA season. How is everybody doing? I gotta grab my phone real quick. Alright, let's get this going. It says... So yeah. So yeah, here, let me move everything off. I think my laptop just... Oh, there we go. Let me clear all this off. Okay, here we go. So yeah, 160 laps, stage 1 on lap 60. So here we go, we're coming to the green flag. Actually, hold up, I forgot to do something. Before we start the race, let's all rise for the national anthem here. Let's all rise for the Star Spangled Banner. And that was the Star Spangled Banner. We're about ready to get underway here for the Coca-Cola 600. This is a special night in racing. So here we go. Let's go trackside for the command to fire all engines. Here, let's go trackside. As Bobby Heatery and Chase Elliott will lead them to the grid when we come back for the command. So yeah. So here we go. This is a day race. This is entirely day. As the drivers come off turn 4, Bobby Heatery, Chase Elliott, they will lead us to the start. AJ Allmendinger third, Ethan Goldenrod fourth, Jordan Moses round out the top 5. Here we go, 160 laps. Stage will end on lap 60. This is the longest race of the year. Green flag, we're underway. Bobby Hayter and Chase Elliott leading turn 1. AJ Allmendinger comfortably staying third for the moment. He'll take P2 now as they go down, as they're coming down the backstretch for the first time. This is the Super Speedway package, so something new we're testing out right now in WRA. The Speedway package, see how this works on the not short track, 1.5 mile tracks. As we go into 3 and 4 for the first time. Coming down the front stretch, lap 2 is in the books. Bobby Hayter continues to lead. Coming up on lap 2 here. Elliott trying to keep that high side working, but it's not working right now. Now we go down the backstretch. Here comes Jordan Moses in that 80. And so we're coming for the P2 position. Now it's lap 3. Jordan Moses continues to trying to now we're going to turn 3. Bobby Hayter, he's dominated this race so far, even though it's only lap 3. So you never say it too early. It's now Bobby Hayter trying to lead here. Down the backstretch, turn 3. Bobby continues to lead. Started the race early. He's been good so far, but remember, this is the longest race of the year. 160 laps, 240 miles. Make up today's distance. So there you go. It's a long race. Here comes Jordan Moses in that 80 machine. Trying to see if she can do something about Bobby Hayter going to 3. Not gonna work. Not gonna. Single file. Couple rows deep. Going to turn 1. Here comes Hugo Jones. Nearly gets Jordan Moses there. Now it's her 3. Let's say everyone's single file for the moment. Anthony Wellner now trying to take over AJ Allmendinger's position. As Jordan Moses continues to hang on to that P2 position. Here's the Speedway package, the Super Speedway package. Now we're going 3 wide back here. There's 3 wide, 2 wide action going on. There's about to be a pass, man, I can tell you that. I don't know who's going to make the pass, but here comes Andres Hernandez in that 77 machine. Making a move on Andrew Barnes going into 1. At 77. Anthony Wellner trying to pass Chase Elliott. You can tell a lot of wide. They were about to go 3 wide for P5 there. Now we're on lap 10. Top 3 staying the same. Andres Hernandez up to P4 now. WRA continues to lead here throughout the first 10 laps. But we're around 10% of the way through this race yet, so that just goes to show you how long this race is. That just goes to show. Comes Hugo for that P2 position. He will get it, but no one's been able to pass Bobby Harry since the start of the race. It's quite interesting. That's a 3 wide action. Oh, it's 3 on Andres Hernandez will now pass his teammate. So now Hugo Jones trying to get up to the leader before it's too late. I don't know if it'll work out for him, but and Hugo Jones now trying to see if he can get up there. I feel like he can, just hasn't been able to quite yet. Now I think the field might be set. The field's get single filed out here just a little bit, not much, but mostly. So we're out the top 13. Or wait, no. Yeah, top 13. They're all single file right now. Yeah, this is the longest race we'll be doing this year. Lap 13 coming up on lap 14 here. 160 laps here of the scheduled 400 of what would be a long Coca 600. Lap 14. Everyone's starting to single file out just a little bit here. More passes are. Someone's step out of line here, maybe. On the back. Again, now the top 17 are all single filed out. Just for the moment. And once these guys go double file, that's when all the craziness picks back up. Here's the onboard camera for second place of Hugo Jones. Goes to show you how close he is, but at the same time how close he isn't to that leader. He feels like he can get there. Mostly single file throughout most of the pack, but as soon as I say that, here comes Alex Fredrickson for this is P8 on Zach Moses here. Fredrickson trying to make the pass. You can see in the background. Ethan Goldenrod also trying to get that position, also trying to get P9 here. Zach Moses now stuck on the high side. They're going 3 wide in the back here. That's Jeffrey Earnhardt, Adrian Spear, and AJ Allmendinger. So there you go. Mostly single filed out right now. Everyone's trying to become calm a little bit. Although this is a long race, that's why everyone's just trying to make sure they got the car right early, so then later on in the race they can figure out what's wrong with it, try to fix it. Because this is a long race. Although it's only a day race, because going based off of realistic times here, this is still quite a long race. Now Bobby Harry still dominating this early portion of the race, but we're just a little over 10% of the way through this race. Goes to show you that we're in for a treat in a long time. Now, foul again. This is for 14th. 15th, sorry. Between Chase Elliott and Jimmy Johnson. And now we got the double foul for P2 between Jones and Altuve Hernandez. Is now to go 3 right for P4. Now Hugo Jones puts the crossover on Altuve Hernandez, and he'll take him for P2. Hugo Jones now gets P2 back from him. Well, for P5 between Frederickson and Barnes. Now we're still Hugo Jones gaining back in on Bobby Harry here. Not gonna get there quite yet. He can get there. Still think he's been able to quite yet. And Tyson Hernandez still trying to get there. But he hasn't get there quite yet. But again, like we've been saying throughout most of the stream, so this is a long race. And here comes Eric Martinez for the P2 position. Still trying to get there. He can get there though. As here comes Hugo Jones for the lead. This would be our first lead change if he can get there. As he leads a lot there. Eric Martinez now trying to come for the P2 position, and new leader, 53, Hugo Jones. And I can tell that this race is going to be quite a fun one. Coming up on lap 28 of 60. This is going to be quite the show. So here comes Ethan Goldenrod for P4. Can he get there? No. He cannot. Yeah. Now the top, I want to see 6 are single file out. Make that top 7. First battles for P8 between Mason Johnson and Richard Nelson. Hugo Jones still leading. He's only been leading for a couple laps, but still, you don't want to be now. You want to be leading lap 157, lap 159, and most importantly, lap 160. Sorry if I go quiet. Sometimes I'm just trying to watch the dogs as well. So here comes either vote around again for P4. Tries it, doesn't work. Halfway through stage 1. Oh, but here comes Al Fredrickson for P5 position. You're running this now up to P6. Top 4 sell themselves. Alfred chasing chasing. So I got teammates back here, I believe these are. No, these are not teammates. You got kind of similar colors though. I'll give you that. Now here we go, Bobby. Here he's trying to get back up to the lead. He hasn't get back up quite yet. Now we've yet to have a caution. All 42 drivers remaining with 6 seconds. Turns out we're going 3 wide back here. Zach was just trying to peek his nose and didn't work. Zach Fredrickson trying to see if he could get back up to P4. Top 5 all within a little bunch right here. As you can see, the field started to separate just a little bit. Again, we have that caution on lap 60. That is expected. Here goes Alfred. He'll at least try. I don't know if he'll get there. Here he comes. 2/3 of the way through the stage. Next time by. Then from there, it's just gonna be a race on. Probably hatery. Dropping back like a rock a little bit. We have some action going on in the back here. 3 and 2 wides. See her comment. Still trying to make sure she gets some points. Now let's show some different camera angles, shall we? As we go 3 wide into turn number 1. That's nice. That's good to see. Is that down the back stretch? And they're still trying to keep his bumper on. That won't work. Now we're going to be 25% of the way through the race. Now, we're only a quarter of the way through this race. That just goes to show you that Charlotte is just insane. We still got a good amount of way left to go before the stage ends, though. So there you go. Now let's check in on our chat, shall we? On YouTube. Let's check in on the chat. No one's right now, but that's fine. You never know. Top 4 always in a blanket. 3 Chevys and 1 Ford. Followed by Toyota around. But Hugo Jones is leading. That's the only Ford in the top 5. Now you can see Hugo is just trying to make sure he can keep at least the car lengths ahead of Eric Martinez. Richardson tries the top, doesn't work. As I can see, yeah, field started to separate out just a little bit. Not much, but still got that big pack right at the end, but field is separating out by a little bit, not much. Now Hugo Jones. Try to see if he can get something. Here comes up Thruster. P2, not gonna happen. At least not yet. By the way, shout out to everyone. And hope you all have a happy Memorial Day. Make sure you all be safe out there. Thruster is keeping P3 right now over Alan Fredrickson. Now he's trying P2 again, not gonna work. Now we're going lap 47. Now we're on that 48 round. We still have 12 laps to go left of the stage. Eric Martinez trying to see if he can get it there. Now let's check to see that fuel window, shall we, while we are here. 62 laps, so these guys can make it, but it's going to be close. It's at least a two-step strategy from here. Yeah. No, these guys are just trying to make sure they can get the stage points they're coming in. Anthony Wander keeps P10. Hugo Jones keeping that lead. Here comes Al Fredrickson for P3 position. Can he get there? No, he cannot. But this just show you how long this race is. Mostly everyone's single file for now. They're just trying to make sure they can get the stage points before wrecking. We're on lap 53. We're coming up on nearly. We're coming up on the end of the stage here. Hugo Jones has dominated most of the second half of the stage. As here we go. Six to go. Here comes, I believe this is Benjamin Dixon, won his second career race in his third attempt. Now that would be a feat that would never be repeated. But again, we're only on lap 55. We still have over 100 laps to go. Five to go. Five to go. 4 to go. And the field started to close back in on itself. Bobby Hatery, P6. Three to go. Three to go. Hugo Jones trying to make sure he can keep a hold. Three to go here on the stage. Two to go. Coming up on the final lap here of stage one. Final lap of the stage here. Here comes Hugo Jones. We are going to have to take a moment here once 42nd comes on by here. The final lap stage one. Now we are going to hit that drive button. Put the caution out. That's the only way I can really put out caution. Backup caution is out for the stage. Will be out for stage. Here we go, coming back to the line. Pit road is closed. And coming to the line, it'll be Hugo Jones winning the stage. Alan Fredrickson tried to make a move right there. Now we'll make pit road and then now everybody will come down on pit road here, make their 4 tires of fuel, and then we will come back to the back stretch here and put us under red flag. Actually, this could work. Yeah, this could work. So now we're going to be going on a red flag here for a minute, as we will begin ceremonies for Memorial Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like for you to join us as we remember all of the fallen troops who have served for our country.
As that was our memorial for the troops, as now the cars will be rolling again. Okay, and here we go. Caution was out for stage, so now we are going back under caution. And we'll be back for the restart here. We'll see where everyone lines up. Now we are going to see Hugo Jones. Actually,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Now, hold up. Now I gotta go AFK quick. Okay. Alright, I'm back where I belong in my recording business. Here we go. We're coming to the restart here. Just under 100 laps to go. The OA has gotten a lap down. We don't fully know that reason why yet. But we have just under 100 laps to go. It's still a journey to be have. Hugo Jones, Andres Hernandez, Nazmi Dixon, Eric Martinez, Bobby Harry comes to the restart. We are underway. We are green again. 100 laps to go, just under. Hugo Jones gets the early push. So everyone's single filed out for the moment, but again, it's a restart, so there should be some passing here in a couple of seconds time. Here comes Mazmi Dixon for P2. Remember, he won back at Pikes Peak, which is his first career win. He's looking for, he's trying to go 2 out of 3 here so far in the series. Here comes Eric Martinez. Bobby Harry trying to get back up here. He'll make it 3 wide going into 1. Bobby Harry gets P3 back. Andres Hernandez had a terrible restart. And now here they come. These guys will need to pit at least one more time. Somewhere around lap 120 if they're going to go on a full tank. If they're running the tank out. Now we got a battle for P3 going on. Big battle. We're going to go 3 wide and get into 1. Here comes Mazmi Dixon for the lead. There he goes. Now Bun Road back on track. After something I believe happened on pit road, because I threw the caution personally. So there you go. Here goes Bobby Harry back up to P2. We talked about him throughout the first portion of this race, but he hasn't been up there since. Here he comes back for P2 now. He's going to try to regain the lead here soon. He's going to try. They're still going 3 wide. Buckshot Johnson now, we haven't talked about him much all race. Remember, we have a slow car. 166 across the line there. They will catch Ben Rhodes here. I don't know what exactly happened to him, but he is a couple laps down now. He is 2 down at the moment, but he's about to go here when the guys cross the line. He will go 3 when they get to him, and that'll make things really interesting. Bobby Harry now, still P2, trying to get the lead back. William Byron's up here. We haven't talked about him much either all race, but remember he won back here at the Volvo a couple months back during the holiday series. Hugo's fallen back to 5th now, so that's no bueno. Jimmy Johnson, Buckshot Johnson, no, they're not related. They just have the same last name. No, they come back up on they're going to come up here. Again, we haven't talked about some of these drivers throughout the race so far. They're starting to make their way up here, like Blue Bungee. That just goes to show you how long these guys have. This is the second stage. By the way, here comes Byron for P3. And that Liberty University Red, White, and Blue card. It's just his regular card. It's not a memorial card. We're not that stupid. Now they're 2x2 for several rows deep. 2x2 for several rows deep. Now come up with 90 laps to go. We still have a long way to go for this race. Just goes to show you that this is indeed, in fact, the longest race of the year. Adam McDowell now, here he comes. We haven't talked about him much. He's broken his way to the top 15. Brian Lancaster, the current points leader, he's up there as well. We're on lap 71 here, folks. We haven't even crossed halfway yet. These guys will be catching Ben Rhodes here sooner or later. Then again, he's already 2 down, so I mean, there you go. You have 2 Chevys and a Ford. Hugo Jones made that move back up to P4. First, several cars have made their way. To single file mode. So we're calling for P3 here. Here comes Hugo Jones back for that position. Hugo Jones at P3 now, almost. Jordan Moses now right there with him as well. Nazamine Dixon now with Bobby Hatery. Bobby Hatery, remember, he started this race from the pole. He's trying to see if he can get back up there at this point. No. Yeah, this is still quite a long ways to go here in this race. William Byron up high. Johnson trying to get there. Not going to happen. Buckshot Johnson up, making his way to P5. Not 93. These guys, some of these guys are trying to figure their way out to the top 3. And then there you go. Buckshot Johnson. He's trying to see if he can actually get a race win here. Nazamine Dixon still hanging on to the lead. But here comes Hugo for P2. He's going to try to get there sooner or later. Go back to these TV cameras because these are awesome, let's be honest. Top 3 still hanging in there. Followed up by Jordan Moses and then 93. This is going to be quite a long race. We are about to hit halfway. And we've been streaming for nearly an hour, so this is at least a 2-hour race at this point. Or somewhere near it. Because again, we started the race, I'd want to say somewhere near lap 8. Like 9:20-ish, 9:25, so this is going to be about an hour and a half. So here we go. Buckshot Johnson now P4 with a guy with a similar name, Jimmy Johnson, trying to follow suit P5. Can you get there? Yes, you can. Blue Bungee now following suit. Same with Diego Hernandez and Adrian Spear. Again, guys we haven't talked about starting to make their way into this race. This is the longest race of the year. Compared to last year, I don't remember how long that race was. I could check. Again, we're barely going to miss Jack. I could check to see how long this race was. I know we had a race last year for this. Let's see, it was right here. Alabama 500, ISM, Hensler, Auto Club, Coca 600. That race was indeed, in fact, first off a wreck fest, because I remember from last year, it was a wreck fest. This race was 200 laps last year, so this is 40 laps shorter than last year's race. Because we did 50% races last year, but this is still a long, long race. Bobby Hatery, still P2. He sort of seemed to stall ever since he's gotten up to P2. He seemed to stall. Now, Buckshot Johnson, his Ford teammate, they're not teammates, but they're Ford teammates. Hugo Johnson. Buckshot Johnson is part-time here in the series, so here you go. Diego Hernandez. Again, guys, like we were saying earlier, guys we haven't talked about are seeming to make their way now into this race, like the Mukashiani here. He's starting to make his way up here. We have crossed halfway here in the race, so let's go through the order here, starting with Azmin Dixon. We're going to go to the top 5 in specific detail, then go over the rest just by Azmin Dixon. He's looking for a second career win in 3 starts. Now, that would be one of the best starts to a career in WRA history, considering we're only a season and a half in. So that would be quite the feat for this man to achieve. Bobby started P1, sorry. He's fallen back a little bit throughout most of the race, but he's made his way back up here. He's looking to try to see if he can complete the sweep, the weekend sweep. Win the pole and then win the race. Hugo Jones sits P3. He's so far on a good run. He's gonna try to make a move on Bobby Hatery here, see if he can get there. That won't work, but he's won stage 1, a good amount of laps, so he's kind of satisfied, but he wants that race win. Buckshot Johnson, a part-time driver, he's starting to make his voice heard here with the Geico Mobile. He's currently saying P4, and rounding out your top 5 is Jimmy Johnson. We haven't heard much of him in this season in general, but he's making a noise for him. He knows how to drive Charlotte. He can win this race very easily. Rest of the field includes Blue Bungee, Diego Hernandez, Adrian Spear, Brian Lancaster, and Jordan Moses round out your top 10. Mika Sharni, Adam McDowell, Christopher Cutts, Eric Martinez, Alan Fredrickson, Zach Moses, Ryan Truex, Shane Brasser, Derek Hamill, Andres Hernandez, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Casey King, AJ Allmendinger, Barry Fire, Willie Block Jr., Andrew Barnes, Anthony Wallner, James Wallner, Richard Nelson, Cody Mobley, William Byron, Ethan Goldenrod, Carl Violet, Spencer Purcell, Joshua Cutts, Chase Elliott, EC Comment, Christopher Cutts Jr., Mason Johnson, John Taylor Jr., Alex Leahy, and Ben Rhodes round out your 42 car field for today's race. And that was your halftime break here as we continue our coverage of the Coca-Cola 600. We are going to now crank it up here on the WRA channel. We are going to crank her up. If I can find my one. There it is. We're going to crank it up. As you saw there on the Crank It Up segment, Hugo Jones had Bobby Harry there for a second, but then Bobby Harry did a crossover, and that was that story. Same with Johnson, the Johnsons. Jimmy Johnson made a move on Buckshot, but Buckshot, unlike Bobby Harry, was not able to complete that crossover, so therefore he's now stuck back in P4, which is where he technically was, but still he could have had another free position. It's now Benjamin Dixon coming up with 70 laps to go. These guys are still not quite in that fuel window to make it. As we're on 71 laps to go here in this race. We are still far from done. You can tell though that these guys just won it all in this race. Yeah. Johnson now drafting his Chevrolet teammate Bobby Harry. They're really starting to gain on Ben Rhodes now. They've been gaining on him for like a solid 30 laps now, so they could probably get on him sooner or later. And that would make things interesting for Benjamin Dixon. Remember, he went back at Pikes Peak a little while ago. That was his first ever career race. He didn't win ISM earlier this week. He did not, but he's been doing quite well in these point standings so far. Here, if I'm correct, he's currently staying 21st. He needs these in order to make the chase at this point. So here comes Johnson, Jimmy Johnson, trying to get that P2 position. But Buckshot's right there as well. We're going to our spectator cameras here for a minute, see what these cameras are like. We're going to one. Looks like, this is just basically a spotter camera. Kind of in a way. Buckshot still hanging in there. P3. Now the Johnsons are P2, P3. There's still a long way to go. Although we have passed halfway in this race, there's still quite a long way to go. So here comes, I was about to say Kyle Busch, but then I remember this is WRA, not regular one. Adrian Spear for P4. Jordan Moses coming back up here. Adam McDowell, he needs a good points run at this point. Benjamin Dixon still hanging in there tough. You know you want to. Here comes Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes, he's 2 laps down, about to go 3 when these guys eventually catch up to him. No worries, they'll eventually catch him. They've been closing on to pass several laps. Shardy has cracked his way nearly into the top 5 at this point. You can tell that these guys just want this. Because the Coca-Cola 600 trophy is mighty special. This is the longest race that I have to endure. These are the longest races these guys have to endure. They want this trophy. We're nearly coming up on lap 100. So you'd be thinking to yourself, this is all. If we were at Vegas and this was a 400-mile race, yeah. Just goes to show you that 600 miles is a long time. Benjamin Dixon now hanging on there. Moses back up to P7. Bobby Harry still top 5 after a game moved by Adrian Spear here, but here comes Ben Rhodes. He's a lap down, and this could make things very, very interesting. You go to 3 once again. Longest green flag segment we've had today is 60 laps. before the caution. So for the stage break, that was the only ever time we were going to throw out a caution for a stage break. Besides for that, we would just let him race on, but it's Memorial Day weekend, it's special, we had to throw the caution out, get that moment of remembrance in. Now these guys are closing in on the fuel window. And they're also closing up bad roads. So I mean, it's about to get very, very interesting. 62 to go. Dixon, Johnson, Jimmy Johnson, Buckshot, P2, P3. We made it to triple digits. Son of a gun. Now here comes Adrian Spear trying to get that P3 position. He will keep the nose in. As long as he keeps the nose in, he should be okay. I would expect the dive bomb if he was going to do it. Only a couple lengths separate the leader from Ben Rhodes at this point. Now, coming back to the line, 60 laps to go when we come back around. $60 to go. This is just long grilling for these guys. At this point, they're just like, we only have 60 laps to go. Jeez, oh Pete. But like some of the real life NASCAR drivers were saying, it's the longest race of the year. So it'd be like, feel like you would be down on lap 267, but nope, you still have 133 laps to go, buddy. It's just like, oh my gosh, can we please just get out of here? Then again, IndyCar has to do 500 miles, so there you go. Jimmy, trying to see what he can do. Lap 103. Dixon, they're right there on Ben Rhodes at this point. I think this is going to close the field back in on itself. Once they fully get up to Ben Rhodes, they're matching him at this point. 899, 865. So Ben Rhodes is basically just needing more air. That's hilarious. Look at some of these lap times back here. They're not doing too well either. Just to show you, the difference is how much air is being lifted up. 923, 930, nearly identical lap times. I'm watching the lap times here. Lap 106, 55 to go. 976, 97. Again, nearly identical lap times at this point. Yeah, at this point, it's just closing in on itself. They're starting to get a little impatient here. You gotta keep your patience and temper on check here as we get to the closing stages of this race, because again, we have that pit stop coming up. 016, 029, 33s. tires are just very, very worn out. Azmi Dixon. He's trying to win his second race in 3 starts. Here. Oh, they go high! Oh, that's no bueno. That's no bueno. That was definitely no bueno moment. That was a no bueno moment. That was terrible. That was not good. And I'm watching these lap times, trying to determine how close we are. 07, 143, 129. Ben Rhodes was actually faster that last lap. These guys are nearly 2 seconds off the average, the best lap pace. I think at this point you can pit. You can pit. You have about 50 laps to go. Fuel window is about 62 laps. So you can pit if you want, but these guys are going to be waiting for one another to pit. See who can get out the fastest. 184, 182. Basically identical again. These guys are going up the track again. 170. John's actually had a faster car that previous lap there. Remember what happened back here in 2017? Johnson ran out with 2 to go. He does not want that to happen again. It probably won't happen. 50 laps to go when we come back to the stripe. 50 to go. 238, 228. Again, Ben Rhodes just slightly faster. Johnson up high. I think Buckshot got there. Yes, sir, he did. Or can he keep it there? No, he cannot. No, not Bobby Hater. He tried to take that P4 position away. Three stay the same. With Ben Rhodes. 294, 295. Miko pushing Bobby Hatery here. Let's show you need a draft. Or keep a position. Top 3 stay the same. Bobby Hatery now P4. Fumiko tried to battle for P5. Fumiko gained that draft. 80-81 in that same draft. They're going to try to see if they can get there, close that hole. No, they cannot. But Spear keeps it up there. So you can see Ben Rhodes pulled another 0.3 of a second. Now get your stopwatches ready because we're coming up on the final pit stops of the day here. This is just insanity. This is the definition of insanity. Just, yeah, doing the same thing over and over again. Here we go. Ben Rhodes trying to keep it. Now again, some guys that we haven't talked about all race are trying to make their way at this point up here. Miko, Johnson's. Some of these guys have not been up here all race, and they're now coming up. 436. That's base card 442. But pit stops are on the horizon. Pit stops are on the horizon. Now let's go check in on our YouTube chat. I've done that a little bit. Hot minute. And nobody's there. Surprise. So this is gonna be a 40 lap run once these guys come up pit road. That's about when they pit. Had one caution so far. 33.5 that previous lap, 44.9. What's this time? 545, 535. So these guys are basically trading tenths. These guys are trading tenths. They're 147 in the corners this time. Again, Mazmin Dixon trying to get the best of anyone in WRA career history. He's trying to go 2 for 3 in terms of wins. And Mark Church Jr. dominated the last race as well, but Mazmin Dixon, he hasn't dominated this entire race. He didn't dominate stage 1. In fact, he was not even a factor in stage 1. But once he got to like lap 70, lap 80, and make sure the race is far from over. We still have 42 laps to go when we come back around this time. And here we go, pit stops. Leader, a couple more guys coming out with him. Actually, the majority of the field comes on with him. I'll move the 48 into the lead. And the majority of the field. Oh gosh, oh golly, I knew that was going to happen. The road is still clear. We're still green, we're still green. But hard hit for the 19 there. And you can see we're on spectator cam. I'm expecting a lot of damage for some of these guys. Bobby Hayter staying on pole, doesn't need to worry about anyone. Here goes AJ, Ethan Goldenrod. They're all on pit road. Left side's going on now. Chase Elliott P2. Mazmin Dixon beats off everybody. Rico trying to see if he can beat off that 12. Can't. Pretty much everyone else is on pit road now. So now the question is, how will this shake up the field, if any? If it shakes up at all. Mazmin Dixon, leader right now. He led him off the road first set. Will Johnson be able to get the lead though? It's coming. I don't think he will. By the time he gets back to full stop, but he beats everyone else off pit road. Here comes Mazmin, I believe. He's still not up to full saw. Mazmin Dixon beats him. Johnson sits P2. That's gotta be heartbreaking for this. Mazmin Dixon beats him off pit road, but he will keep P2. But here's the problem though. I have a draft. These guys can get back up to him. I feel 40 laps to go here in the race. Here comes the 09 of Fumuko. We'll take P2. Let's see. P5 through 7 also have a draft. We'll see what speed's coming off the corner. 67. 169. 2 miles an hour faster. 3/10 quicker. 2 seconds back. Now the chase is on. The chase is indeed, in fact, on. They're going to try to chase down Mazmin. 169 entering turn 3. 172 entering turn 3 for those guys. These guys have a draft. I think they're going to catch him. They're going to definitely catch him. 2 seconds back that previous time. They gained about 2/10 of a second that previous lap. 1.9 is the gap now. 5th, 6th, 7th also in this draft, so watch out for those guys. Mazmin now, he's gonna have to start trying to see if he can try to figure out where he can get that extra speed from. 160 off the corner, 161 off the corner, 160 keeping speeds up again. 169. 2/10 quicker. That just goes to show you that the draft really affects how you run. That's Dixon now. Hanging on there. He's trying to see if he can get this win. I don't know at this point, man. He'll have more worn out time running solo versus these guys in the draft. .49 is the gap now. 1.5 seconds separate the leader in second place. Miko Yoshiani. He's trying to win his first Coca-Cola 600. I think he won here last year. Not 100% sure, but I'm trying to figure out who won. It was Sadler that won here last year. And Sadler, of course, not racing this year due to Coca-Cola Racing shutting down. 1.26 is the gap. Another 2/10 gained for these guys. Going into turn 3. I don't think he's going to get it, guys. I think these guys are going to gain on him. Let's go on board Miko. And another 2/10 at least. Yeah. They're gaining 2/10 of a second on this guy per lap. Gap is down to just under a second at this point. Here at the beautiful Charlotte. Back it's turn 3. These guys have a race to win. I think these guys can time where to get them correctly. 0.78 is the gap. Christopher cuts now again. Some guys we haven't talked about all race starting to make their way up here. Like Fumiko. There is lap traffic. I don't know if it'll affect the end of this race though. It'll be coming up on 32 laps to go. 32 to go. Again, 2/10. These guys are gaining. The gap is closing. Just about half a second is the gap right now. Coming up on lap 130 of the scheduled 160 laps of the 2019 Coca-Cola 600, the second annual Coca-Cola 600, to be held on Memorial Day. 30.32 is the gap now. Johnson decides, I don't want this anymore. Bobby Avery goes with Fumiko. Johnson, however, gets the gap. And Johnson easily passes Fumiko there. So now this is in Johnson's favor. Still gained though. I don't know if it'll be as much as they have been gaining on him. Because if it was, they would be right on his back. But I think now he has the draft. Now he's giving them the draft. Yeah, they only gave 5 100s to pass. Now to try to resell themselves. Now the question is, how long can Mazumi hold on for? Now they're in his draft. Now they're in control of hit. Now he's in control of the top 7. There is going to be a pass made by for the lead. I can tell you that right now. I feel it. Just under 30 to go at this point. Johnson does not get there that time. Although he is close, I feel like he has the fresher tires. That's why he waited till just a couple laps ago to pass Fumiko. He was wanting Fumiko to wear out his tires before he did, so then he can have the tires to pass Mazumi. Johnson hasn't won since ISM last year. So let's show you how long he has a winless streak on. I feel like Jimmy can get him right here now. Turn 3, not gonna happen this time. He will get him by the end of this race. I can just feel it. Azmim has been able to hold on so far. Johnson needs a draft. Johnson needs to time this correctly. We're going to go on board to see how, let you know how close this is. 31.8, 31.7, 31.82, 31.89, 819, 31.812, 31.819 was the gap between these two last time. In terms of best line. Seen a comment? Terrible day for the UPS car. Coming up on 25 laps to go. Remember, these guys are good to go. Tops. Everyone's good to go at this point. Question is, will there be a caution? Up 136 here. Johnson, I feel like he can make the pass. He hasn't been able to make the pass yet. He hasn't been able to time it correctly. That's why he's been stuck behind Mazamy Dixon so far. Coca almost gets there. You know he wants to win this race. Now everyone in the drafts, someone else at least, unless if you're solo, in which case then you're screwed. Coming up on lap 138. Mazamy Dixon and that Toyota for Roddy Racing Enterprises trying to hold off the 48 for Lancaster Racing of Jimmy Johnson. He's trying to hold off the 09, he's trying to hold off the 18. So in reality, these guys are just themselves up. They're in a draft of 7 cars right now. So that's interesting. 7-car draft. Now Speedway separates 41st and 1st. Speedway. A straightaway. That's what I meant to say. $21 to go. Mazamy trying to hang on. $20 to go. $20 to go here. Now remember, about this time last year, got 9-car. 9-car was trying to win its first race in general, but narrowly missed. So, shocker. I think at this point, Mazamy's already figured out the system. They've been ready to enter the league for a while now, and he's just showing what they're trying to do here. I mean, if they get a second win in their third career start, as the 09 nearly tries 48 there, he will actually. Johnson held on the wrong end of the stick. He did just that. What? Oh, I'm confused at this point. I'm tired. I'm just ready for this race to be over with. Imagine, no. He's just trying to. He's just trying to show that, hey, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to take on whatever this series is on with me. And he's showing off by right now leading with just under 20 laps to go here in Charlotte. Now the 18's really high up. Track can't make something happen. Johnson. I feel like Johnson's just waiting for the right time. He knows he can beat him back to the line. 16 to go. Top 7 still was all in the draft. Seeing a comment. 410 slower. So I mean, I don't know. Still on the lead lap, but I don't think I think she'll be able to keep it on the lead lap. Johnson, he's just waiting patiently. He's like, I know I can win this. I just need to keep it patient. Turn 3, halfway down the back. These guys already are. So we've cut this out to half a straightaway. And here comes Muko trying to get P2 again. Will it work this time? I think it will. So here we go, 3 wide for P2. Here comes Eric Martinez down onto the bottom of the track. Mazamy Dixon now gets a little bit of a gap. I think that's actually what they wanted to do. They wanted to set that up so then Mazamy will be alone for a minute. And then they can get a draft going again. And then they can actually get a run. Miko keeps P3. Johnson still 3 wide with these guys. Mazamy now pulled away just a little bit. And here we are. They got a draft now going. As here comes P2 for Miko again. These guys are battling just for the wrong position. Mazamy Dixon's the leader. .167. Yeah, here we go again. I think those guys just want to set that up so then they can get back into Mazamy's head. Here we go. 12 to go when we come back around for the stripe. 12 to go. And here we go. Mazamy Dixon. He's been dominating most of this second stage so far. Can he lead these last couple of laps to see another win here in the WRA? 11 to go. Now I'm trying to catch up. Christopher Cuts out of all that, makes it up to 3rd in that bright yellow, bright red Chevy. Now they have a draft again. Ten to go when we come back around. This was way more cleaner than last year's Coca-Cola 600. But this might be just as long. 151 coming up on lap 152. Now these guys are back inside the draft of Mazamy here. Is though, how long will they be in this draft? Will they try to step out here with a couple laps to go, or will they just try draft, just try keep points? Because again, this team is also on probation. Rowdy Racing Enterprises is on probation, I believe. Gotta check who they put on probation. Double checking. Here we go. We got just a set of laps to go at this point. Yeah, this team is on probation also with Luca Motorsports, but this team does have one more race probation than they do. Mazepin needs these points. 6 to go. Here comes Famuco. He knows that he could get the full 40. He tries down there, turn 1, not going to work. Slow car might affect the end of this race. It might. It just might. 5 to go when we come back across the straight. Johnson trying to get back on Bobby Hatery. 5 laps to go when we come back around. 5 to go. 5 to go for Hugo, trying to see if he can get there. Christopher Cuts. Mazepin just dominating the second stage. He knows it too. He's driving his tail off. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go here in the Coca-Cola 600. Will someone step out? Will someone try to be a hero? I'm thinking they're going to catch this 64 at this rate. At this rate, they're going to catch the 64. Three laps to go. Mazepin Dixon trying to get his second career win in the WRA. Some guys are going to try to get the extra points they need. Again, 1 point is all that can make a difference. Into the chase. Miko tried to dive bomb here. Here he comes. He tries to stick the nose in. Here we go. 2 laps to go. The lap car is going to affect the end of this race. Question is, though, where will it go? Will it help Rico Yoshiardi into victory lane? Or will it help Mazepin Dixon get his second career win? Rico, or both drivers already have a win in 2019. Rico needs the extra points. This would really hurt Mazepin Dixon here. This would be a heartbreak and a half. They're still side by side coming to the white flag. Here we go. White flag will wave. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credible Fake. They're still side by side. And Famuco clears zone 5. But does he though? Oh, maybe a crossover move being set up. Maybe the 18 will come back into this. I don't think the 18 has time. And Famuco Yoshiardi, leading only 2 laps, will win the Coca-Cola 600. Wow! What a move by that 09 to set up the win. Wow! Have you ever? Good move by the 09 to get his second career win of 2019. Good job by those guys over back in Oceanic Motorsports. But that was a good move. That was a good move indeed. Well, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed that one. Hopefully that second stage was not filled. No, it was underneath the flag, so we should be good. I think it was underneath it. I'm gonna double check stream. Oh, whoops, wrong ways. I'm double checking, make sure. What a move by the 09 to set up that victory for these guys. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. We will see you. When are we going to race again? I think it's the 22nd of June. I think that's our next planned race. I think I'm gonna double check. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed that. We'll see you after our little summer vacation. And wow. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see y'all next time. We come back later next month. See you then.